Namaste. The divine in me bows to the divine in you. Hi friends. Seeing God and goodness in one another, let's make a strong end to the weekend. One of the most unforgettable journeys I've ever made was visiting Auschwitz, the Nazi concentration camp in Poland. The various remnants of those who have suffered terribly and were killed during the Second World War will definitely haunt us lifelong. Walking through the corridors of the concentration camp, I couldn't but kneel in prayer right in front of the cell where St. Maximilian Kolbe stayed, a priest who volunteered to die instead of a stranger in the camp, a man of God who had chosen good amidst all the evil that was happening around him, reminding the world that God is not dead and good is not lost forever. The ray of hope and goodness of hearts lighten the world even today. During the recent calamity of floods in Kerala, we were moved by the simple, ordinary people extending their support to others in an extraordinary way. During these challenging days of COVID-19, to tackle this pandemic effectively, we are proud of the courageous and selfless service of our doctors, nurses, officials, and many others. They remind the world that God is still very much active in and through us. If God exists, where does evil come from? If God does not exist, where does good come from? The problem of evil reminds us of the possibility for good and above all the existence of God. That God and good always triumphs over evil. Because evil is, God is, says Thomas Aquinas. The problem of evil doesn't cry out against God, but for God. Only an all-powerful and good God can keep the hope alive. Human attempts to eliminate evil without God will end up in evil itself. One man or a group alone trying to overcome evil without God will end up in emptiness and violence. The atheistic and terrorist ideology crumbles down until a person has found God or has been found by God. He begins at no beginning and works to no end. Evil is some defect, an absence of right duty. Let's fill the gap with our presence and productivity. Good is self-diffusive. We can't but spread the fragrance of goodness to everyone around us. Before I conclude, I would like you to reflect on this single actionable question. Can you recall one or more personal incident or action where the fragrance of your goodness spread to your friends, family, and community? Dear friends, it takes a long interior journey to realize that good is more attractive than evil, that doing good is more fulfilling than doing evil. Peace and goodness to all.